think are we back? Seems to be live, yeah. Yeah, all good. Okay, bit of golf club Wasteland then. Something nice and chilled. I was going to get this on the PC, and then I just decided it's easier to just sit my ass in the lounge and play this chilled out game, which does look really super chilled. Sort of humanity's deserted the planet, urban golf club wasteland. The rich fled to Mars, but venture back to a desolate Earth for a round of golf. Each hole in the wasteland offers its own little story, impossible puzzle to sink the perfect shot. Play through destroyed brutalist monuments, crumbling shopping malls, and abandoned museums as neon signs and poignant graffiti take swings at current events, Silicon Valley culture and humanity. No, okay, all right. Let's kick off with Golf Club Wasteland. Bloody hate golf. Oh, actually, I don't like golf courses. I mean, they are pretty and stuff, but create a waterfowl centre, do you know what I mean, or something. Rather than people walking around with sticks hitting balls into holes, do you know what I mean? Like, do something nice instead. And it's silly money in golf courses as well, like silly money. But silly money paying for silly amounts of like maintenance. After the great ecological catastrophe, the ultra rich moved to Tesla City on Mars. Oh God, I hope we do not have a place called Tesla City. Now citizens of Mars take charter flights to Earth and play golf in the ruins of civilization. Actually, if Musk does take people to Mars, even if it is commercial, yeah, why not? What I hope will never happen is that anybody ever purchases the ability to put a logo up in the night sky so that for anybody looking through a telescope has to stare at, big Coca-Cola logo of several bloody supernovae stars or something. Do you know what I mean? Is that in a science fiction thing? Sounds like Douglas Adams, maybe. But, or, just a great big logo on a planet's surface or the moon or something. And the trouble is, there's not much that could stop a company doing that. If a company decided to launch a rocket out there to do that, that's it. It's all good, I think. I ran to this restricted area where the taxi ship landed.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Hello, all you Martians out there. It's your turn, fixed foot soul, with a bit of that old world flavour. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Breathe easy, kick back, and reminisce.
Take my hand, explain to me.
Wasn't much of a hit, that. Where am I going to? Oh, okay, that's the green then.
Is that we shouldn't be sad when we think of the road. Take my hand.
Ooh. Take a wee bit of getting used to this.
I know we won't get lost.
First hole. Usually a group would arrive. Radioactivity. God, this is quite barren, isn't it? Use the right stick to move the camera. Zoom in and out with RB and LB. Okay. Oh, that's... Oh no, it's gone further back than where I started. Get up that hill. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm going further away. What's up with that cow and its radioactive udder in the background now? Get in. Damn it. Okay.
Take my hand, don't let go. I know
Get rolling back in.
that
Oh,
we won't get
oh, it rolls down the other side of the hill, but not this
oh
side.
no
Oh.
way. Take my hand, don't let
Am I
go.
getting muted on
The
Twitch?
signs are fake and the maps are false, but we must go on.
Looks all right. I've started recording it anyway in case Twitch kicks off a stink, which it usually does. Be wary of water and other hazards. Oh, bugger. Let's get a good old 45%. Oh, well, at least I got an achievement for failure. I like the achievements being over there, out to the right-hand side. I wish they always were. What are they doing over there? I've never had them over there. Beautiful. Pipe dreams. I'm going to go for story mode, I think. Explore the wasteland without pressure. Challenge mode. Each hole is assigned a par value. Yeah, let's go for story then. Hopefully there's a bit of a story to it as well. Let's get that goal. Oh yes. Oh, oh, so close. Wonder if that would have been a part 2 anyway. Got a new diary entry unlocked. Once they spotted me and tried to hunt me down.
Wow, what a way to start the show. Anna Churchin would take my hand, her sublime take on our wonderful project called Humanity. Beautiful. Plenty more to come into Soul's show, a show packed with stories and music to remind ourselves of where we are and how far we've come.
Well, that does sound like the sort of
Our first
radio
the show calls
when
it
you
like
were
it is,
asleep.
and was a hard-hitting look back at the last days on Earth from the perspective of a shrewd businessman and loving father. Stories, memories, the good old days.
No, when you're driving at
Original
night time.
sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
I worked in oil, brokering gasoline to be exact. It's a strange business, probably not like you would actually imagine it to be. My day started something like this. I check Reuters and my sheets. See if there's been a change in the fundamentals. See if the spread's up or down. And then when the clock strikes go, I'm on the phone. I could be calling some commercial shop in Bumble, Kansas, where little old Sue loves to know how my daughter's doing. Or I could be trying to get into the head of a powerful Russian who knows the world wants his phone number. That's when the psychology kicks in, and I go to work. If they pick up the phone, they're mine. That's the game. I started when I was 29, 30. My boss was a coked-up, perma-tanned moron who was wasted by lunch. More money than sense. Screaming at waiters because, you don't drink gin out of a glass like that. And Caesar salad is supposed to have 8 pieces. 8 pieces of chicken, you stunted fool. Stunted fool was his favorite insult. It's coming from a guy who
8
was
pieces
5
of
foot
chicken in a Caesar salad. What?
That was pretty much my life, 24/7. I traveled a lot, meeting clients all over the world. The Amazon, the Gulf, Siberia, Central Asia, the States, Singapore, everywhere.
Oops.
Looking back, I can't claim that I ever would recommend that life, nor can I claim that I was ever really happy doing it. but it was fun. I mean, talk about your share of moments. There was this one girl, some strange
Bird
mix
shit
of
on this
Algiers and
structure,
Paris,
isn't it?
with some sprinkle of Havana. A dancer, naturally. So pretty. She'd turn a priest's head and give a nun a... Sometimes I wonder what happened to her. But we all had the same feeling. This can't last.
Oh,
And sure enough, we were right.
good radio station.
First, you couldn't drink the water. Then you couldn't eat the crops. And pretty soon, we wouldn't be able to breathe the air. I remember looking at Emmy and wondering what kind of a future would she have. So I decided to do something about it. The Mars project was Plan B for planet Earth, which was most evidently... The family and I had already put down roots in Tesla City by the time the great catastrophe really hit. The corporation knew my contacts in the world of drilling and refining would be useful. So I adapted my skills to something
Damn
more
it.
practical.
Oh dear.
Now we are all that keeps this little planet running. Mining those Martian chemicals for the battery banks. Martian cement for the buildings. My pure little Emma has a future. When somebody sits down and writes this all up for the history books, it might just be men like me they'll be hailing as heroes. It's men like me who saved humanity. Men like me who took us further than we ever dreamt possible.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Wow, some pretty heavy stuff. Reminds us that all kinds made it up here to Mars, but we're all in it together now. And remain creatures of the world. You're a tight beam to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Music for the lost days of Earth.
Every morning I like to look at the sky. I whisper a word or two, and it flows right back at
Oh.
you.
A little bit wobbly.
Smell of coffee and of bread. The news is sad, the children laugh.
Damn it.
You were in
Hmm.
me, now out of bed.
Get in the hole, ball.
Ready for
Go home.
the big bad world.
It's your home.
Creatures of
I think that volume's too excessive. What? What? Who makes this up? This golf course. Where's the flag? I think I can bounce this. No. No. Gimme. There we go.
wish that we had a sky.
Oh yeah, that couldn't be better actually.
A prayer or two, but they bounce right back off you.
Yeah. Ideally I want to get it on that container, so
Concrete, the papers twist, the children
oh I missed it, but it's alright. We're in the rough.
paint white sheets. The city wolves show their sharp steel teeth. Hello, creatures of
Oh.
creatures of
These diary entries are all about. Yep, we've had a party.
every morning now.
I have to stay on the golf course. The corporation will be suspicious if I roam off, and a couple of golfers disappeared. Better stay safe. I'll break my neck on shipping containers with these mutant seagulls on drugs. What an odd game. On that little rubber dinghy. Fly that. Now, can I make it up onto that roof? No. Oh, hello. Oh, just.
Home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Creatures of the world. Now that attracted takes us back. Stefan Milenkovic, pining for blue skies,
Ooh.
fast musing
Oh.
on the games we play. Just a reminder that until further
Ooh.
notice, there is a moratorium
Oh.
on team leaders playing card and board games with their teams, following an incident over a game of Monopoly in Section C. All senior section team leaders will convene for emergency counseling and anger management courses. Until then, there'll be no intersectional board game
Oh.
tournaments and no games with groups larger than 4 people at a time per team. In the
It's a bit
interim,
weird.
teams are encouraged to take advantage of the half ration special on OMAS, the delicious and relaxing drink that takes the edge off of everything.
Oh, I'd like a drink of that.
Our next caller, Yamil, takes us into her
Oh,
world
come on.
of food, smells, sensuality, blue skies, and sings us a personal song to remember.
Histoire, mémoire, le bon vieux temps. Source
Stories, memories, the
originale,
old days,
fable
original sources,
authentique,
authentic
espoir,
tales, hope,
inspiration,
inspiration,
musique,
drama. It's
radio
like listening to the
nostalgie.
BBC World Service, actually. I like it. You get a little bit of. You always get somebody from Lagos.
I have nightmares. I'm happy to be alive, but I knew.
I don't know if
many
Radio
would
4
say
still flicks
live
open to the
more
World
than I
Service at the end of
But
the
this
day.
is a radio program about nostalgia, not guilt. I've been
Two
nostalgic
shots.
since I was 20 when I left Havana. In Europe, I felt different. Each country has a smell. Mars.
That's worked out.
doesn't. Where I come from, the smell of the ocean, mango, bananas, coconut, mama's food, ropa vieja,
Oh.
de la abuelita, el con gris,
It's a difficult
la
one,
yuca
this.
con mojito, the most beautiful sun of Malecon, the smell of my street when the rain falls, all of that make me into the person I am. So when I left, I grew stronger. I experienced the world, but forever stayed
Oh.
incomplete. So now I'm double nostalgic. We were full of life, laughing on warm nights under
Yeah,
blue
stay.
sky, touching each other. The air filled with the smell of
Where's the ball?
sweat from dancing with a orchestra Aragon playing from an apartment. Now, the only way I can feel this scent is by singing.
Damn it.
¿Cómo fue?
Oh, a little bit closer that time.
No sé decirte.
And we're overshot.
No sé explicarme qué pasó. Pero de ti.
She's
me
from Havana, is
enamoré.
she?
Fue una luz que iluminó todo mi ser. Tu risa como manantial llenó mi vida de inquietud. fueron tus ojos o tu boca, fueron tus manos o tu voz. Fue a lo mejor la impaciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada, mas no sé decirte
Oh,
cómo fue.
should have gone for the skip.
No sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré.
Slušajte Radio Nostalgiju sa Marsa.
You're listening to
Thank you,
Radio
Yo-Yo.
Nostalgia
What a
from
wonderful
Mars.
story. Reminds us that life is about so much more than just base survival. Well, living in space has always been challenging, and here's a song that pokes a little fun at living in cramped quarters. Needs no introduction. All you want. It's a classic.
Take a moment, relax, and remember with Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
A Russian and an American work together in space. A very different sight from the Cold War arms race, where the Kubrick or Tarkovsky.
Oh, God damn.
2001. Melville or Dostoevsky.
Three of my favourite films there.
Jack London, two astronauts argued about art.
Oh
That is
no.
an international relations. Two astronauts Америка убила
no.
иранцев, убила
Stop it with your foot.
Она убила корейцев и вьетнамцев, распространяя демократию. Don't get me started on Stalin and your talent to suffer under SARS, my friend.
Oh.
Your history is long. You also inflicted scars. Two astronauts argued about art. That is an international relations. Two astronauts argued. They speak in two tongues, but still
Gotta get it now.
stay tall. The same oxygen in their lungs.
Oh, it's jumped over it.
Same trail on their spacewalk.
Do 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 do. Do do do
Я
do.
скучаю по утреннему кофе в Москве, сказал российский космонавт. In the sunrise. Said the American astronaut. Я скучаю по жене и домой, сказал российский космонавт. Also miss my wife and Charlie the astronaut. Two astronauts argue about art. That is an international relations. Two astronauts
On the green. No. I like this. Oof. Oh, I've got power in 5 levels. Sweet. Two astronauts. Two astronauts. Astronauts argue about art. Those radioactive others are a bit disconcerting, aren't they? Oh, What is this? What am I in? Sludge. No. Is that sludge? Looks like it, doesn't it?
Muzika iz starih dobrih dana. Radio nostalgija sa Marsa.
Anna Churchill and arguably the first interplanetary hit, two astronauts.
Actually,
and
English
Anthony
radio
to
is
great
pretty much
evacuation.
the only radio I've
Certainly
ever
one of
heard
our most popular requests.
that doesn't have multiple
Speaking
languages.
of requests, please follow Habitat protocols for sanitation. No liquids other than bodily in the main bin, including pee. Some of you don't like it, but all water is recycled, so pee into the funnel installed next to your toilet, please. Speaking of pee and poop, we recently welcomed our first official little Martian to the colony, and our next caller, Sophia, tells us what it's like to be a new mother on Mars.
Weird segue, but it works.
I'm so happy we moved to Mars. It was a project I funded from
Okay,
the
I
very
think I'll
beginning.
get it on the roof of that.
I knew it had potential and I trusted the amazing team working on it. As angel investors, my husband and I got
No!
early placements in the ARC ship. I'm so
he actually gonna
grateful
take the
for
shot?
opportunity
Oh.
to further human survival in our
Play as
solar
it,
system.
play it as it
Speaking
lands.
of the human project, I have some exciting news. Just a week ago, we
What is
welcomed
that
our baby boy.
in the foreground there? That creature.
Words cannot express how overjoyed we are at welcoming little Max.
In your face.
Putting him to bed reminds me of my
Meow.
parents. From our window here in Tesla City, we can see the Earth, tiny enough to fit in Maxim's hand. It pains me that my child might never experience the beauty of my home in the Hamptons.
No.
The nature, coastline,
No.
the old lighthouse, and the food, the houses of our friends, our evening parties, full of life compared to this barren, rugged terrain. I send my little Martian to sleep with a lullaby my mother sang for me. Thanks to these songs, I'm able to retain, at least on a rudimentary level, my mother tongue.
Oh.
She sang like this.
Oh, the pain of it.
Shushti bambusolis, pored moka prozora, noche tiho spušta na grad, sa nebeskih svodova. Noche tiho spušta na grad, sa nebeskih svodova.
Yempirui, 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 stand
Thank you,
still.
Sophia, for that uplifting news and beautiful song.
So
Life
strange.
always finds a way.
Get,
Just
oh,
as precious as a new life
God damn
is
it.
the water that sustains it. You may have noticed that it doesn't rain here on Mars, so another friendly reminder that showers are strictly limited to 30 seconds each, with no exceptions.
30 seconds.
Corporate is looking into extending this time frame, but is meeting resistance from Section BC, who want lab rat urine to be excluded from the water recycling program, which would actually reduce allocated shower
Give
times
that a
to
reset.
27 seconds. Want to say
Being
this?
as back where I
Join
started.
our sectional weekly meetings and vote while sipping on a relaxing tube of OMAS. Feels good, as it should.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
High speed on the Autobahn. Like spaceship goes around the sun.
Bit visage, isn't it?
Deep blue sea.
We fed to grey.
Thoughts of me. Make up sex on a summer's day.
Oh, what? Can't I get it past that satellite dish?
Melts like ice cream in the sun. It doesn't fool anyone. Like a desperate man taking his chance.
Beautiful giraffe, that.
Set your first dance. Don't you blink, you'll miss the boat
Sugar.
before it sinks. Sunlight passes quickly, life bursts like a bomb, like a child in the morning.
Short on a lot of those shots there.
Hold those close and don't waste your breath. The time will come when nothing
Another gave birth to an albino baby. Me.
passes quickly.
It flies by.
Potential hole in one here. Harlem Male. Oh, that would have been lovely. Actually, it's not written off. Well, it's not going to be a hole in one, but she died soon after the Great Catastrophe.
High speed on the Autobahn.
High speed on the Autobahn.
Like a tiger's breath in a deep blue sea. Passes like your thoughts of me. Make up sex on summer's day. Like an airplane on a runway. Melts like ice cream in the sun.
It's a bit.
Doesn't fool anyone.
It's a bit of a parody, isn't it?
Like a desperate man
I
taking a
presume.
chance. Quick as the kiss at your first dance.
Oh no! Oh, just my luck.
Don't you blink, you'll miss the boat before it sinks. Starlight passes quickly, life bursts like a bomb, like a child in the morning. It will soon be gone. So hold those close and don't waste your breath. The time will come when nothing is left, because life passes quickly.
It flies by.
You're home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Life passes quickly indeed. Another blast from the
Oh, I
past,
thought I was going to
reminding
get
us
through
to
that
savor
window.
each moment as it flies by. Speaking of savoring things, the Health and Well-being Department would like us to remind you that the popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is perfectly normal and does not mean it has gone off or is contaminated. The Health and Wellbeing Department would also like to take this moment to remind you to take your bone density pills twice a week now, as it was discovered the original dose is off by a factor of 2.
Where's that pipe go?
Right, on with the show. Music and dancing have always been a mainstay of stress relief and letting go. Our next caller, Merva, recalls her teenage clubbing days with vivid memories of awkward first kisses and a life-altering club experience invoking
Feel
a
well
philosophical
deceived by that pipe then.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
C&D logo on that vehicle
So
there.
when I was a kid,
Campaign for
Vienna,
nuclear
in high
disarmament.
school, we used to learn all the German poets, like best friends Goethe and Schiller. But the first poet that actually spoke to me was Heinrich Heine. I knew a couple of Heine's poems by heart that are now buried somewhere deep in my mind. But one passage about burning books stuck with me. Yes, even till today. So, just to fast forward to college, just a couple of years before the Great Catastrophe,
Oh,
I was walking around Berlin with a group of friends coming from a house party. Phew, I still remember that apartment smelling of potatoes. Yes, because we always made pommes and drank schnapps before heading out. Yeah. And after
missing
that, I
schnapps.
remember passing by Alexanderplatz on that very, very hot
Alexander
night.
Platz.
And next
I
to
know
me
Alexander
was a guy
Platz.
I liked. We kissed before, but I can't say I really remember that. Probably from all the drinking, or maybe he was just a bad kisser. But I can still feel this sticky, sweaty, and very ambivalent feeling of us holding hands. Yeah, anyways, we popped some pills and entered our techno church that, well, now when I think back, I visit
Oh, I
it
love
more
Berlin.
often than my college. And I remember the beat in
But
my
it does
chest
make you
and all
appreciate
these
Earth,
young
actually,
bodies
this game.
moving in this industrial space. I used to love dancing and counting beats in techno songs, but one song was very strange. It just went repetition, 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 and then this female vocal would creep out of nowhere. And then suddenly I felt very dizzy, so I sat on the ground and held my knees closely to my chest. It was some sort of like, like protective instinct. I was like an animal. And I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck. Ugh.
How am I going to do
I'm
that?
sure my guy thought I was completely crazy. And then out of nowhere, the Heine lines clearly came to me. I sat there motionless, surrounded by the ugly, hypnotic, delirious atmosphere. And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there, planted in my head. Wilde, düstere Zeiten dröhnen heran und der Prophet, der eine neue Apokalypse schreiben wollte, musste ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so erschreckliche,
Was hast du
dass
gesagt?
die älteren johannischen Tiersymbole
Oh mein
dagegen
Gott.
nur sanfte Täubchen und Amoretten wären. Die Götter verhüllen ihr Antlitz aus Mitleid
Is English bitter?
mit den Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen Pfleglingen und vielleicht zugleich
Damn it.
auch aus Besorgnis über das eigene Schicksal. And yeah, 2 years later, I
Oh
ended
my
up
God.
here, on Mars.
That does bring back memories of university days and sweaty club nights. Earthly hedonism at its finest.
Oh, you could definitely be a hedonist in Berlin.
For the record, corporate does not endorse or advocate the use of psychedelic drugs, and reminds you, dear listeners, that Class A drugs are just as illegal here on Mars as they were on Earth. Okay, disclaimer out of the way, we actually have a surprise for Mirva. We tracked down that weird song in her head and dug it out of the archives for all to hear. Grab a tube of OMAS and enjoy the ride while sipping on pure calm.
The deepest tunes, the warmest memories. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
I think if I was an astronaut, I would like to smuggle MDMA on board. I'm not being funny, but, flying above Earth. Jesus Christ, that'd be a trip, wouldn't it? Although, probably be a short trip if you forgot to do something important. MDMA 0G, Jesus Christ. Could life get any better? I don't, whatever your feelings. Wow. But she said pills anyway. She wasn't necessarily talking ecstasy. She just said pills. Oh, come on, you little plop. Get in there. I'm going to overshoot it this time now, aren't I? That's the way it works. Yep, there we go. I'll just give that the old restart. Repetition. So close. Oh. I think that's the one. No! Damn it. I'm 2 shots down in the same position. It's like the Daft Punk of Mars then. Oh, come on. Implicate, masturbate. What? Assimilate. Abbreviate. Subjugate. I like subjugate. Interrogate. Oh, what are you doing out there? Oh, it's up there, is it? Right. I like procrastinate. Where is he? Assimilate. There's a big button over there. Can I hit that? Cool. Only R remains. X marks the spot. Oh. Oh. Let's get it into that pipe. Oh. Take me to your dealer. Get in. Now this is going to be a bit of a shot, so let's just get a little bit closer. Now we can go hell for leather. This glass is going to break when he lands on it.
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Well, what can I say? No wonder that song got into her head. But with a little help from some friends, she pulled through. Another thing that can get into your head
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Life up here on Mars can get a bit overwhelming at times, so along with a soothing Omas drink, no stress, no fuss, it bears mentioning that wellness counseling is mandatory for all team members, regardless of rank or tenure. The wellness sessions are completely confidential and anonymous, but do remember that all conversations are monitored and recorded for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and
That
sexual
someday
access pass visible
people
at
will
all
just have
times.
wellness counselling sessions with AI. That would be weird.
Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for Tussol's show is Francesco, who tells a haunting tale of his last days on Earth as the great catastrophe kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
It was an extremely humid summer.
Yeah,
My
daft Dave.
parents would not let me out because of
What
the
have you done that
floods in
for?
Italy. My father went
Worse off
outside.
than when we started.
He was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother was a doctor. She read Italian fairy tales to me. I was very small, but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make plans. It rained heavily at night. They would only say to me, "Powerful people want to take my great-great-grandfather's land." one image stuck in my memory. It was daybreak. I woke up and I could faintly hear in the dark. Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta.
A lot of people do a lot of singing in
Only
this.
later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women, my father and mother, rifles in their hands. My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house. My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile. Cara moglie che tu
Oh
non
God, another guy.
senti, raccomando ai compagni vicini.
There's a lot of nostalgia on this nostalgic radio station.
Tenervi da conto i bambini, che io muoio col suo nome nel cuore.
Bollocks.
Of course, I had no idea where they were buried. Traditori, signori ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta.
Oh, God damn it.
Scannatori di carne venduta e rovina della gioventù. 12 years later, the Mars mission. In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me. Saved me, you can say. It is ironic, no? My parents fought for freedom. I cannot say I'm free here on Mars. They took my semen this morning for the population increase program. Here, on Mars, often in the middle of the night, I hear my parents sing. Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che
I knew that was going to happen.
sente
Flipping thing.
coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu. Oh Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
So strange. She's been playing Hangman there on the side of that building. Welt Schmirk. Don't know what that is. World. Something. Una tele kumbale tuta. Ule kunda la musele kun. Dele kunda la musela punta. Dila muntele kunda la se. My parents also used to sing that same treasured song to me. De la Kunta la Muse la la Muse la Tongera Ti la Mute la Sunde la Kule Vala tu mele Kuse la Te. Just slightly different words there. Until I stumbled upon a group hitting an orange ball. Oh, and on that bombshell of nostalgia, because all I'll do now is just start singing that whilst I'm playing this, and it'll just get weird. Oh my god. What's that squirrel doing? Right, I better go. In another life. Au revoir.